Your friend is saying,
African president. I love you, my brother. African president.
I was saying for Ghana for more Europe countries, and the plus one see me very good news. So what Germany, Belgium, Ireland, Portugal, Spain, France. Now person will send this Kappa Ghana with zero charge free. Best rate through mobile money and as a bank account. I recommend it. Lemfire man. Me see there Lemfire almost the best rate ever. Me see there almost the best rate ever. And I will send this Kappa Ghana no charges, zero charge free. I was saying zero charge free. Now first time I would send this car for Lemfire app on Swa using promo code +1. Now so only Lemfire so the transaction should be bria. Still use my promo code +1. I was saying send this car for Lemfire so now some de enjoy. Send this car for Lemfire so next can you draw some with zero charge free. Lemfire, they are the best.
okay, ebe mo bibia akwa +1 TV so. Ejina prempeh International Airport. I wo Kumasi. Na excellent Millennium Awards. And ebe kind of Millennium Excellence Awards ebe koso. Almost started Canada. 3 days, 8th, 9th, and 10th. One of the biggest awards in Africa, West Africa. Na akuku dam empanifo okrom ha omo mabobra omo abie nyuma ma amonfo sa koma no ana yebe ho na omo yebe ma omo award na enkransa this year Dr. Nick Danso abiam obabi free Accra ba na hwe Brady, one of his cars Brady eka ho ana enkransa enso so enkransa enso so eka ho na Dr. Nick Danso who don't nipa go a mo twen no enya sempeto I was seeing penifo mo billboard so bebre say them kind Dr. Nick Danso Dr. Kwaku Mr. Forisapon despite Dr. Papa Dr. Osel come despite Nya Bema Papa despite so Kofi Aban Calvin Ochre and penifo kuku dem nyina na I was we Jewra otufo say tutu na ye kasa ne abo mu ase wase life and colored until you can imagine say enya adeketo akra na say them kan ye wo airport ye twe Dr. Nick Danso in Kransa this year e kasa nipa papa anase nipa owa akoma papa no ye number 1 enti any single update bia no me ne bebre mo papa apia stadium so e wo life bohu actions ni nyina abudia wait for the action. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
This is us.
I was here. Dr. Nick Danso, Brady, and the cars in a back of land.
Royal treatment. Any price what royal royal. Hey, when it's coming, when it's coming, we're good. Hey, Jabby Castle. Because you know, yeah, oh, friend. Oh, lawyer, we'll go to do what you're ready to watch it.
Dubai now. Dubai, some are rich. I don't know. You can ask my in Paboni. Paboni, they are in Paboni. What are you overcoming? Another brother. Okay. Then danso in brother days. Share. You cross this year. Papa, who pass on? Sure. Over Kumas no man hand do another senor. Won't count. Anyone make Kumas cry. All right, I have to get down for what? Help me!
If I say Dr. Nick danso abia. France this year. France this year. Hey. Why you guys here?
Yo, what's the asanteman?
Santeheba.
Santeheba danso abia.
Yeah, that's welcome to Santeheba. Welcome. Okay, African president. I love you, my brother. African president.
Welcome. Are you going to go this way?
God bless you. That's fine. What the distance? You are welcome to the Garden City of West Africa. The seat of the voting country.
Ah, no, no.
We brought 2 firefighters. No. We have our card.
Bodyguard file you. When you are how was in a head? I don't
internationals. Internationals. Yo, what
of economic policy to ensure businesses have the talent that they need. Sustainable infrastructure and energy. From transportation to energy, infrastructure investments must be given green and future-proof. Renewable energy is not just an environmental commitment, it is an economic opportunity. Access to finance. Investors and financial institutions must champion innovative financing models. Impact investing, blended finance and venture capital to support businesses that drive both profit and progress. The role of policymakers and developmental agencies. While businesses drive economic activity, the government and developmental institutions provide a framework that enables transformation. Smart policies, transparent governance, and investment-friendly regulations will unlock Ghana's full economic potential. Public-private partnerships must be strengthened to bridge gaps in infrastructure, technology, and education. Agencies focused on development must collaborate with businesses to ensure that economic growth translates into real improvement in people's lives. The call to action, shaping the future together. Ladies and gentlemen, the path to a vibrant, global, competitive Ghana lies in our hands. Business leaders, this is the time to innovate and integrate social impact into your strategy. Investors, this is the moment to bet on Ghana's potential and unlock new markets. Policymakers, your decisions will determine the ease of doing business and the attractiveness of our economy. If we act decisively, if we invest in people, embrace sustainability, and foster an enabling environment for businesses, we will not only transform Ghana, but set a model for the world. Let us unleash the full power of our economy for global transformation. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with immense pleasure and a sense of duty that I accept the honor of chairing this significant meeting. This gathering is not just another event in our calendar, it's a pivotal moment where ideas converge and actions are set in motion to shape the future of our nation. As we embark on this journey, through insightful breakout sessions that will follow this morning on finance and investment, innovation and technology, trade and business expansion, let us keep in mind the broader vision of sustainable growth and social progress. I urge each one of you to actively participate, share your valuable insights, and learn from the wealth of knowledge and expertise present in this room. With that, I hereby declare the Millennium Excellence Foundation, MEPSIS, which is Millennium Excellence Business Social Impact Summit Conference, officially launched. Together, let's make this a transformative experience that will drive Ghana towards greater heights of prosperity and global influence. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the evening. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Nana Dr. Oheneba Boache J. Wahene II. We're eternally grateful to you for playing this very important role here at this summit. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, shall we appreciate him with another big round of applause? It is indeed by no accident that you were settled on to play this very crucial role, because you have been through the system, you have experienced what it's like out there, and you decided to come back to bring your intellect and your skill to add to the continuous wheel of society. And of course, as we do all of this as well, we're hoping that the example will go to other aspects or other parts of our society and for the broader view of the African continent so that we can continue to grow. And now that the chairperson has spoken, please do permit me to introduce myself. My name is Nathaniel Atto. I'll be your Master of Ceremonies for today and a few other days as we celebrate excellence this weekend. And it's my hope that together, the great message of the power of our collectivity as a people will be realized, but not only the African continent, but the rest of the world. It is on that note as well that I duly acknowledge the presence of the Minister for Communications, Honorable Sam Nati George. Shall we do a big round of applause for him? Honorable Sam George is also of the Chairman of Safe Bond Africa Investment Limited, Mr. Krobo Iduse Jr. Shall we do a big round of applause for him? Mr. Mrs. Grace Kwabeduse, his spouse, is a specialist in behavioral science. Shall we do a big round of applause for her? I'm also pleased to acknowledge the presence of the CEO and founder of Plot Enterprise, Mrs. Patricia Pukudiabi. Mohammed Samara is the CEO and founder of Meridian Port Services Limited. Shall we do a big round of applause? We also duly acknowledge the presence of Dr. Randy Abe, the CEO of CocoBoard. And of course, on a not so light note and a light note as well, you'd want to do one more big round of applause for him, especially if you want the Black Stars to qualify for the FIFA World Cup. Dr. Randy Abe is also the chair of the Black Stars Management Committee, and the last time he played such a role within the football collective, he won gold. So you'd want to do a big round of applause for him. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I also like to acknowledge the presence of the CEO of the Excellence in Broadcasting Network, Nathan Kobna Anoche Adesi, also known as Bolare. The Millennium Excellence Foundation stands on the shoulders of great men and women. In a bit, I'll be introducing to you our seasoned and dedicated board members with whose sound direction we've arrived at yet another weekend of establishing this company. He has duly worked through the ranks and opened 14 branches scattered across the country. This has made him the biggest indigenous electronic services provider in the country. Our speaker has over 14 years experience in the space of sales, marketing, and business operations sector. With all of these as well, he has admitted that all these were achieved with society, and the contributions made to him and his business were through society. Because of that, he has excelled when it comes to his work as a philanthropist. Putting all of these together, ladies and gentlemen, he's been also recognized very greatly by different platforms. And these include the Ghana Entrepreneur and Corporate Executive Awards, the International Business Achievers Awards, and the Global Excellence Business Leaders Awards. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome here our speaker for today, the CEO of CAFAM, Mr. Charles Entry Boahen.
Thank you, Nathaniel. I must make a correction here. We have 16 branches and counting, not 14, 16. And we expect to do more in the coming years. Anache, representing asanteman, Tunfosi to the second, we thank you and you are warmly welcome. I'm here to do two things: to present a speech that makes some remarks on the theme, and also, if time permits, to do a presentation on our brand, Hillberry. So I'll make it snappy. I will not waste so much of your time. So thank you, and not to waste time, I think I'll stand on existing protocols and go ahead. I'm happy to be here today to make an address.
The resource and the tool, and at this juncture, I'll say a very big thank you to Mencha, the Palace, that they've worked very closely with some of our private sector developers, and currently we've got a huge AI suite in Tree that's already is ready to be deployed. In fact, Tree is our most developed language in Ghana, and so we're ready to deploy that as well. And Mencha was very helpful in putting the data sets, the language data sets, at our disposal to work, and now we're trying to replicate that with other traditional authorities to get those data sets, because the AI tools are only as good as the amount of data sets we feed them. And so we sit on the cusp of great things using technology. And I think that what we need to all do is embrace the technology. It's not something that is abstract. It's not something that's going to happen tomorrow. It's here. It's working with us already. You're using your Google Maps. It's artificial intelligence. Because basically, it's using the GPS location of people who've gone in a 10-minute cycle ahead of you. So everybody's using it one way or the other. You go to Cap Farm and buy a smart fridge. It's connected to your phone. It's AI. So we're all using this. And what we need to do is be able to harness this potential to then drive our productivity in country. So for the cocoa farmer that Randy is working with at Cocoa Board, do they need to wait for Randy to send in agronomists to come and check what's happening to the cocoa pod? Or are they able to, is Cocoa Board able to give them a smart device, which again must be very cheap, like $5, that has the tool on it, and he takes a picture of the cocoa pod. And when he takes a picture of it, the AI tool is able to tell him what the problem is and what kind of fertilizer or what kind of weedicide or what kind of chemicals he has to apply without waiting for an agronomist to travel the distance. These are all things that would increase our yield. And these are things that are not difficult to learn. We just need to do training. We just need to be able to put the tools in the hands of the people. So technology is really at the heart of increasing the productivity under the 24-hour economy.
Wonderful. And this also comes back to improving the skills of our people that will make us be more attractive, as Mr. Kalova mentioned. All right. Dr. Abdi, I want to ask, when we're talking about what will be required to roll out this 24-hour economy, and a lot was mentioned about putting frameworks and structures and policies and so on and so forth in place. Can you share with us what the timelines look like? If it takes too long for us to do all these things, how will it be? I mean, how are we going to be able to get the benefits of all these things we are talking about if it takes too long to do all this?
Right, thanks, Doc. Unfortunately, I'm not as privileged as a son to sit in cabinet. So I'm unable to speak to timelines. But from what I read, it looks like the Mr. Buzitano team is really working very fast, because in 4 months, I've seen them roll out something on accelerated export development, and it looks like they're really working extremely hard and they want to do things. I believe that by the end of this year, we should be able to roll out what the major policy is. If there are some legislative reforms that need to be made, I should think that it shouldn't go beyond the end of this year. We do not have much time on our hands, and some of these things need to be expedited. And there are things that are quite basic, and we do not need a lot to be able to start implementing them. And so we need to get the framework right. We need to get the agencies to start speaking. If Cocoa Board, GRA, the Ghana Ports Authority needs to be put together around the table to start discussing how, for example, we can operationalize a 24-hour port operation, and also look at how we can streamline the taxes and levies to make this attractive. It's something that we can do within a week. And I am sure that it's something that the team led by Mr. Buzitano are seriously working on. We are ready, and we're waiting to be called to the table so that we can also contribute, because it's something that endures to our benefit. It's sad that Ghana contributes about 20% as far as the world's cocoa production is concerned. Yet we make less than 2% of the money in the value chain, because we do not do a lot when it comes to processing. I've said that our processing capacity is about 500,000, 500,000 tons. But our processors cannot be competitive if they are going to rely on the main crop. So they need to rely on the light crop, because that's discounted. And we also do not produce a lot in terms of light crop because of improvements in agronomy. So our light crops are becoming main crop, and that's more expensive. And so we need to have a discussion on how we can be able to utilize this, because there's one thing, given the incentives, let's say in the area of energy and taxes, but what about the produce itself, the primary product that will be used to be able to utilize that capacity? So these are conversations that must be had if we want to utilize what we have today and be able to also get a fair share of what is in the value addition, chain. And it's something that we're late in coming up with. I mean, we set up cocoa processing many years ago during Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's era. And it's sad to note that today, cocoa processing has only one plant. The previous plant, the 60-something plant that was done, is shut down. There's only one plant with a capacity of 30,000, but it's even not that efficient.